All interviews had amazing content. So we are coming closer to the end, but we're not done yet.
You're not.
We're not done yet. We actually have three things left. One is to draw the winners, both for the iPhones from our sponsor Eightcap and for the two trader funding program accounts. The other one is to talk about the trader funding program account for a few minutes. And last but definitely not least, we're going to have Mr. Tavi Costa. He is one of the guys that do the best type of presentations, comprehensive, up to the point, all with data, explaining what means what. I really enjoyed. I interviewed him during the last event, and I remember explicitly that people enjoyed a lot his presentation. He's a rather young guy, but he is totally in the markets and knows exactly what he's doing. So I like the idea of closing the event with Tavi's presentation. I think people are really going to want to stay for that.
Yeah, and yes, absolutely. So we still have a lot to go. And Ryan, what are your thoughts about what Helene and Mish had to give today?
Yeah, they're ex floor girls, and you can't buy experience like that. Being an ex-floor person myself, we come from a period where we didn't have all these charts and indicators and everything like that, and it's an adjustment. It was an adjustment for me when I went full time again to all these coloured lines on the chart and stuff. But when you get experience like that, it's absolute gold.
Yeah, well, Stelios, we jumped right into chart porn really quick, and there's a lot of oohing and ahhing there.
I love that how they went from one chart to the other. Oh, wait, I have that one. I have that. That was fantastic, and amazing how Helene spotted the divergence straight away, right?
Yeah,
isn't amazing?
And she still draws charts.
And she's
hand.
like, "What are you looking at there?" But do you notice it's diverging?
Yeah.
That's experience.
That's experience, exactly. Yeah,
it really is. Hey, what we're gonna do. We're gonna Steve, before you do the giveaway, I'm gonna allow you to take a few moments just to and while I have all of you guys here, we're going to talk a little bit about the Trader Funding Program, sponsor of today's show. But I'm going to give you a few moments to gather what you need to do the giveaways for the Trader Funding Program. We're giving away two $250,000 assessments, and then from there. We're gonna give away the two iPhones, or our sponsor, Eightcap, is gonna give away two iPhones 14s, but we're gonna perform the operation. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct, Blake.
Okay, so I wanna talk to you guys and get your input a little bit about the Trader Funding Program. Now, I'm gonna really quickly just move through this, and let me just, for those of you that hadn't been around, the Trader Funding Program is basically a way that you can access larger amounts of money without taking any of the risk. Okay, and and maybe you had an opportunity to trade larger accounts in the past. Maybe you had a crypto account that was worth X and now it's not worth X, or maybe your stock portfolio is deteriorated to a point where you don't want to take on the risk, but you want to be able to manage more money. This is a way to do it, and that's what we've provided here at the Trader Funding Program. You also are not left alone, and this is where I'm actually want to show you guys something, because you get to be involved in the Forex Analytics community at the same time. And so what I want to do is I want to take a moment just to kind of show you what Forex Analytics is, which is just an application where you can log in here, or through a web browser, or you can download the mobile app, and so you have all this at your fingertips. But what's really the heartbeat behind Forex Analytics is our chat room, and I'm going to show you just an example of Friday. I have obviously, because we were doing this event, I basically said, "Hi, good morning. This is Friday," and then I'm going to take you through all the chatting that happened from Friday on as the market's moving. And we're doing the Trader Summit and this, you can see I do my morning dumping charts analysis, and I'm like, hey guys, I got to go. I got to do the Trader Summit event. And then from there, all of the chatting all through Friday, and I jumped in at one point, but you can see this is just our entire community talking about what they're looking at, what they're buying, what they're selling. But more importantly, and that's all of Friday, guys. I mean, I'm taking you through Friday. Like I wasn't even there. Now, and I'm also going to show you the trades room where people are pointing out what they're buying, what they're selling, why they're buying, why they're selling, you know. And the reason why I'm pointing all of this out is because when you're in the trader funding program, you're not by yourself. You're not alone, and you're in a community such as Forex Analytix. Now we do based on, you know, the account that you take advantage of, and this is you know, the different account levels that you have, and different account sizes you can choose. You get Forex Analytix for a certain period of time based on how long you've been involved or what account you're taking. But the reason why I point all this out is because you're just not alone, and that's the key component to passing, you know, the trader funding program and assessing our money is being in a community, having trade ideas, and also having an unlimited amount of time to do it. There's no time restraints with the trader funding program. And, you know, I wanted you guys here as a team to talk a little bit about this, because we've had enough experience now with the trader funding program where you have been able to, you can illustrate to our traders, what do you think it takes for them to pass their assessment and to start getting payouts? Like we're issuing payouts, literally multiple payouts on a weekly basis now.
That is
now
true.
that we've been doing this for months.
And we're very happy for that.
Yeah, we are, because, well, obviously we make a little bit of money too, but we have the 25%, but more importantly, it's because we see it's enriching our community. So let's start off with Steve. What are your thoughts about the trader funding program and the experiences that you've seen with people that have been involved?
I think that those that know me, and I'm assuming we have multiple people that know me through our webinars, etc., they know that I'm not a salesperson, right? I mean, I call them as they are. So I'm not the person that's going to, you know, present something much better than it is or whatever just to sell it, because that's not my style. But I have to tell you that I think that I've been super happy since we got trader funding program, because it complements our ability to help out people in succeeding in the markets. For me, there are several aspects of the program that make it very important and useful, but perhaps if I had to put them by priority, I would first prioritize the fact that it gives the ability to people to trade in a safe and protected environment. Because once you buy yourself an assessment, two things happen. A, you have stake in the game because you just bought yourself an assessment, but B, you have a very limited specific downside, right? And that downside is the option cost of getting an assessment. So people, instead of blowing up their accounts, instead of ending up experimenting sometimes on something that failing and costing them too much, they have the ability to trade under proper money management conditions. This is the other thing I like, is that the program forces people, it lets them freely do whatever they want, but the only thing it forces is some basic money management rules.
Yeah, because you gotta make 10% without risking more than 5%.
Yeah, and in my opinion, this is something that people should keep applying to their trading, no matter whose account they trade. No matter if it's an assessment account, no matter if it's a live account with limited downside, no matter if it's your own account or your parents' account or your family account, this is how you should trade if you are looking forward to having a long career in doing what we're doing. Otherwise, you are bound to fail. Some people are lucky and it might take them a little bit more time to fail. Some people will fail a lot sooner, but the result is going to be guaranteed failure if you do not apply money management. End of story. So in my opinion, going through this program has all these benefits, and most importantly, teaches people how to properly trade. And as you said,
All right.
Blake, augmented by our community, our Forex Analytix community, and the analysis we provide, webinars, etc. I think it's a comprehensive package.
Thank you, Steve. Ryan, you mean, we've both traded for a living for like that's what we do. And you've traded on the floor of the exchange, and now you're witnessing a lot of these traders come through the trader funding program. What are your thoughts about the program, and what really makes a trader successful through this program?
Yeah, I mean, I can echo what Steve says, and the people in the room here with us now. You can see in the comments people from our room who have taken the Traders Funding Program. Brand's in there. He's been in there, Traders Funding Program pretty much from the off. So there's two sides. You've got when you get the Traders Funding Program, you obviously get free access to Forex Analytix, various different periods. Depending on what assessment and one you get. So you get to speak to other traders. And that's probably one of the most important things. You are not left alone. Okay. You can come and see us on the Flow show. You can come and see us on Face.
Even our shows that are shielded from the public view, that are for private view only, where we really go in-depth analysis, those are available too, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, you've got a couple of free chances to come and speak to us and ask questions about the Traders Funding Program. You've also got the other members only webinars. But for me, it's all about discipline. Everyone, you, Steve, Stel, everyone who comes on this Traders Summit, Mark Minervini, Mark Ritchie, everything is about discipline. And if you haven't got that foundation, you're not going to succeed in trading, whether you're trading, taking courses, educate, whatever. If you don't have that basic discipline, you're not going to succeed at anything. And that's a good thing about this program, is it almost forces you to be disciplined. You want to succeed, you've got to be disciplined. But if you can do that and get through the assessment and qualify for an account using that discipline, that's going to set you up for the rest of your trading life.
And I want to mention, it's interesting with I'm just using this one guy that I'm talking to. He's actually moving to Madrid here in the next what day are we? In about 5 weeks. So we're gonna actually do a show and just a quick 5-minute, 10-minute interview with him. But what's interesting is you have people that that pass the assessment, they cash out with a big payout, and then they continue to trade, and they look at it like, okay, I'm back at square one. I continue to trade. Now I'm back to building my account. And I just find it fascinating, the different approaches people take, where then you have people that are consistently oh, it's like the first of the month because I can pull money every month on a calendar basis, once every calendar month. Then they just make a withdrawal at that point. It's really fascinating to find out how people are managing themselves and how they trade. So,
but you can also look at it as a trade in itself. If you put $500 into your own account, open up a trading account yourself, $500, you lose the $500, you're done. Unless there's zero balance protection, you may lose more than your $500. Now you spend $500 on the Traders Funding Program. You pass the assessment, you build up your account, you make 50 grand, let's say, in a year, 2 years, whatever. You lose all that money, you don't really lose that money. All you lose is your $500 that you started off with in the first place. So your risk for all of this, no matter if you make the account to $1 million over the next 5 years, something happens, you lose it all. What have you lost? You've lost your assessment fee, $500. You know, that's your risk reward trade. $500 for what upside?
What do you think, Stelios? Like you because you work a lot with you help assist with a lot of the support issues that come through. What is your takeaways from the trader funding program over the last several months?
I'm not gonna repeat what the guy says because it's all correct. You know, it's a great way to give traders guidelines to manage your risk properly. But what I'm gonna say is that from what we've seen from people taking the funding program so far, the people who do succeed are the ones who are most who stick to these guidelines the most. You know, you get some people that you can still stick to the guidelines, but be a little bit more gung-ho and, you know, oh, I'm going to add to my losers and do this, and that will never succeed. So, you know, if you show discipline and patience, that's what we've seen with people who have succeeded.
Hey, Stuart was saying, hey, I have the traders funding, but I'm not sure how to access all the content you mentioned. Let me email that to you. Like we'll take care of that.
Can I just say, if you haven't, when you take a trader funding program account, you will get an email with login instructions from Forex Analytix. If you don't have that, then go to the site, go to trader funding program. There's a little blue button at the bottom right, and intercom, that one. Write a question there, and there's going to be somebody to help you.
Yes, because you have access to all that, and take advantage of it, because we're there every day for you, and that's the thing, and that's the thing.
Someone, Blake, was also asking what is the percentage of people that succeed. I don't remember by heart the exact percentage, but I can tell you the following. As you know very, very well, the vast majority of people that go into trading fail, right? That is a truth. We've been trying for 6 years now to reshape the bell curve, and we've done it at a big extent. And when I'm saying we've done it, we know we've done it because the brokerage firm we work with has told us repeatedly that the clients they get from us have a much higher success rate than the clients from other places that come to them have. So they've told us that repeatedly, and this is like a medal of honor for us, right? It makes us really, really proud. That doesn't change the fact that the vast majority of people will fail. Though there is one big difference. In the trader funding program, even if, let's say, 10% or 5% or 15% doesn't make that much of a difference, people succeed, they have unlimited upside. The ones that fail pay the 1% fee to the account they're looking for, 1%. And that's all their downside. That makes a whole lot of difference, if you ask me. That's A to Z.
And I got to say, the numbers, in my opinion, are very skewed, because I can't tell you the number of people that come in, and they usually don't come in through, you know, they were searching for, you know, prop trading. They come in randomly. They're not in our daily shows. I cannot tell you the number of people that come in and they just, they take one trade, full leverage, one direction.
Yeah, we have these people as well.
And it's like, wow, I can't believe you just did that. But I can, but I don't want to. They're not the people that are trying, you know. So and so the numbers are kind of skewed in that way. But like Steve said, we get a lot of compliments from our broker partners. They're like, we developed the best trading people that they've seen, and the ones that provide, you know, the most longevity. They're the ones that are in the business the longest. They're the ones that trade the most. You know, we breed those types of traders, and we can't guarantee your success, but I think you're going to have a better chance of succeeding with us than anybody else.
If I can echo what Mike just wrote on the chat, don't get hung up on the percentage. It's not a competition. It's about getting better as a trader. So that's exactly right, Mike.
True.
Yes.
Hey, we're going to move on to the giveaway here in a
Yes.
second, but I just want to say, check out the Trader Funding Program. And this is like, if you think about this from let's say you are a person that is trying to make money trading, but you're also an investor trying to preserve capital for the future, right? Because that's what we do. I have a certain amount of my net worth that I trade. There's a certain amount of my net worth that I invest, as we all should. When you're faced with the idea of like, I want to trade and I want to be able to make money, instead of like taking all of your money, like let's say you got, 100 grand in to trade, instead of putting all that at risk, you can access that same $100,000 worth of capital, and it only costs you $1,000 to do it in an assessment. And if you pass, yes, you keep 75%, but you're not taking any of the risk. But how about if you had that 100 grand and you actually were starting to trade that money, and let's say you lost 10%. Well, then you lost 10 grand of your 100.
10 assessments. That's 10 assessments.
But that is 10 assessments. But don't even think about that. Just like think about like, oh, you're down 10% in your 100 grand. So look, it's how you decide to manage your capital ultimately. But this is a way really to reduce your risk as well and have an option, take out an option on yourself. So anyway,
there are two very basic and important questions. Sometimes when you're so much into it, you forget that some people don't know the basics of the program, and they're absolutely right to be asking. There are two questions. What happens if you fail the assessment? And can you explain what this assessment consists of? Which we didn't say. The assessment is a demo account that you access that has the exact same rules like the actual money account you're going to get once you succeed. So you buy yourself an assessment, you get a demo account connected, of course, with the program that has the exact rules of trading that the real account is going to have. And once you manage to get a 10% return, just 10% on the demo account, your demo account closes and it gets replaced by a real money account.
And you cannot risk more than 5% of a trailing drawdown and 4% max intraday drawdown. That prevents you from
swinging for the fences.
Swinging for the fences, using a baseball analogy, because that's not the type of trader we want to back anyway. And so just think about this. Those are the program rules, but that actually translate into, like Steve said, into the live environment once you pass.
The live account is treated exactly the same as the demo account, having to do with the rules. Exactly,
and I'm
the same.
And I'm sorry I didn't explain this earlier, because my assumption is you guys have been here the last 2 days, and realistically, that's not necessarily
guys,
the case.
I've just put the link to the site there. There's a very comprehensive FAQ section at the bottom. It explains everything. If you still have questions,
what's the 2-minute video?
That's
the video. It's a video of me, and it explains it in very simple terms. So it's
on the site. On the site, there's a 2-minute video. Watch it. And there is an FAQ at the end with more specific questions. And if after that you have any extra questions, as Blake showed before, there is an intercom button on the bottom right of the page. You click on it and you can communicate with an agent. Stelios personally has trained the people that answer these questions, so we know they do
top notch.
Hey, Steve, I'm going to pass it over to you guys. I've been in this chair literally for 4 hours.
Come on, stop being lazy. Stay for another 4 hours.
All right. Back in a few moments. You guys, good luck with the giveaway. You guys stick around, because we're giving away 2 assessments and then 2 iPhone 14s.
We're doing the 2 giveaways, and I'm very honest with you. Stick with us. You don't want to miss Tavi's presentation. I think it's going to be a wonderful way to closing the event. Okay, so Stelio, let me grab the screen.
Yes, please.
Let me grab the screen and let's do that. Tell me if you can see my screen.
I can see it, yes.
Perfect.
You need a drum roll.
Okay, so first one, Eightcap giveaway, 2x iPhone 14s. Number of winners 2. We also draw 3 alternate winners because we had in the past people not paying attention that they won, not seeing in their emails, because you don't have to be here to win. We're going to email it to you, but it happened that people didn't even see their emails. We sent them a second email, just to make sure, from another email address as well, to reduce the chances that something ended up in junk or that they didn't notice. And then if they don't answer within a few days, we go to the next one, right? That is why we also draw 3 alternate winners here. Okay, just explaining the rules of engagement, quote unquote. And the exact same applies to the other draw that we're going to have for the 2 $250,000 assessment accounts, each one worth, from what you saw just before in the presentation, $2,500, right, Stelio?
Yes, Steve, can you zoom in a little bit on that page?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Command plus.
Yeah,
there
I
you go.
know, mate. I know.
I know.
Okay, is it better?
It's much better. Thank you. I'm an old man. I need to see
go.
better.
View the random draw as an animated presentation. Okay, let's view it as an animated presentation. I understand and agree that the public certificate will be generated with the result of the draw, and I cannot repeat it. As you see it, in essence, this side, in essence, like plays the role of a guarantee, or that the results of the draw cannot, be altered.
Push the button, Steve. Stop talking.
I did.
So how does it work? Do we see part of the email address, or how does it?
Yes. For as you understand, for privacy reasons, we have not hidden the first name, but we have hidden with asterisks part of the email and the last name of the person.
Yeah.
But for those that actually watch it, what they see should be more than enough to understand that it's them. You know what I mean?
By the way, Tavi is here, so as soon as we're done with the draw, we are ready. 3, 2, 1, lift off. Okay, Steve, can I check these are being recorded by you somewhere, right?
Mate, we're recording the whole event. What are you talking about?
The emails and all that. They're you get a report for that afterwards, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
so,
there you go.
So Lou something, Divya something is the 2 iPhones. Now, we've got the alternates as well down there. Okay, perfect.
Okay, now let me switch on.
Damn it, I was hoping I would win.
Let me switch on the next one. Give me a second. Did I copy the correct link?
And then we auction off the Ferrari.
Your Ferrari.
Let me see. Yeah, assessment accounts worth $2,500 each.
Perfect.
2
winners,
3 alternate winners, exactly the same procedure, right? Ready, pick the winners. Yes, continue.
And start.
Here we go.
So Gladwin Mog something is one winner. And Blesswell Mass something. Okay.
And now we're going to get the alternates at the bottom as well.
Where are they?
Okay, so I think we're gonna receive also emails for that, etc. I mean, our developer will that arrange this. And if, let me check the chat box. Okay, I don't see anybody. Okay, probably people that won were not here. Nobody wrote it, but it doesn't matter because, as I said, we're going to email the winners separately, give them like a day or 2 to respond. If they don't, we're going to email them again, give them a few days again to respond. If they don't, then we're going to move to alternate winners. So congratulations to the winners, despite not knowing they won, as it seems.